Oh, it is?
Yep.
That an indication of the meeting?
I can bet you. Let's make sure we get things correct.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States. And one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, goodness gracious. Call this evening's meeting to order.
Museum board's not here.
Yeah. So should we
I can move it to next meeting.
move it? Okay.
Yeah.
The museum board was supposed to be here, I guess. Are you doing the presentation?
No. No.
Okay. Moving to the consent agenda. I just want to make one comment on that, just a little housekeeping thing. Thank you to Stephanie for being on top of renewals before they're filed, so they're still done on time. So I'm always glad when you catch those. Any questions on the consent agenda? If not, is there a motion?
I move to approve the consent agenda as presented and authorize the mayor to sign.
A second.
Smale.
Aye.
Case. Aye. Shields.
Aye.
Motion passed. Comments from the public? Is there anyone here that wants to make any comments on anything not on the agenda? I'm assuming not. Judging by the crowd. Vicky, you're not here for anything?
Yeah, no complaints today.
All right. And something a little different, we're doing an executive session earlier in the meeting. So we're gonna move to an executive session, but we'll reconvene in here when we're finished and do the rest of our business.
How much time do we want?
15 minutes.
Okay. I'll make a motion to move the city council recess into executive session to discuss the contract for the city manager pursuant to non-elected personnel matters, exception KSA 75-4319B1. The meeting shall include the mayor, the council, city attorney, and city manager. The regular meeting will reconvene in the municipal court at 6:15 by that clock.
6:18 by mine.
Whatever.
Okay.
I'll take mine in there. Is there a second? I second.
Smale.
Aye.
Case.
Aye.
Shields.
Aye.
Motion passed. All right. We'll be back in 15 minutes.
You want me to go back now?
Yes.
Oh.
At least Bill watched them too. At least one of the Bill wants those on this too, so.
Yeah. All right, we can reconvene. If someone wants to make a motion,
I move to motion to reconvene the recess meeting.
I'll second it.
Snail,
Hi.
Hayes,
Aye.
Shields,
Aye.
all right, motion passed. City manager contract consideration.
I'll make a motion to renew the contract with the city manager, Randy Shannon, for 3 years to include the negotiated changes.
I second.
Snail,
Hi.
Hayes,
Aye.
Shields.
Aye.
All right, motion passed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yay.
All right, we have some people from the historical museum here.
Yes, we thought we just had a short walk. And we have been City Hall and or cleaning, but he was like, no, there's. Yeah.
At least it wasn't cold.
Yeah, it's a nice night for a drive.
Yeah. In our little car, that,
Oh,
What do you call it?
It's an electric. car.
it's an electric car, so no.
Yeah,
So, I do, yes. I'm Jana Harrington Barkus with the Miami County Museum, and this is our secretary, Ann Benton. And she's going to talk as I hand stuff out to you guys about what all we're doing. We just want to let everybody know all the, things we're doing each month, so that's why we're here for.
Thank you. These packages are not quite the same. As there's one member of the council who doesn't have a membership form because she's already a member of the museum. So the rest of you, you'll see there's a little membership form in there. It's only $25 a year. And you get a nice newsletter, hopefully several new newsletters that it's very good. So, we'll just start out with this kind of create collage one that you have in front. We just kind of did a recap of everything that we've done since January. And it's, we're the new museum, as we say. We've got a great leader here in Jana, and we're excited and anything's going on. So to recap, January through September community outreach. We started out with Kansas Day. We had a nice display there. February, we had a speaker on the Kansas City Monarchs. And we had a wonderful turnout of 35 people who were there to hear his speech in the Monarchs. Our March speaker was on women's suffrage, and we had quite a few ladies in the audience, but it was still a good turnout. April speaker was on Nellie Don. I don't know if you guys have heard of Nellie Don, but she was a Kansas woman who was far beyond her time. She had the largest garment manufacturing in the world at the time, and ahead of her time, in that her employees had a cafeteria, they had pension benefits and health benefits. So this is back in the 20s and 30s. Civil War speaker in May was another large audience. Civil War always brings people there. We had kids. It's so important to get kids to museums. So we've had 3 kids events, and June was our first. We sponsored the art show in the square, and we had a kids event where they made little tom-tom drums. So we had the kids ready for them. They were standing in line forever to make their little tom-toms. And then we had a follow-up the next week right at the museum where they came to the museum. And they brought their tom-toms, and we talked about Native Americans and all that type of thing. And June and August, we participated in city events, and we had a cooling center for the art show and the roots. We thought that was a good way, and we had a number of people. It's darn hot, they were coming in and enjoying themselves off. And we're joining the city beauty wide beautification process. Our treasurer is a really handy guy. He's from the farm, so he made the planters and the bench and everything to be part of this city. Our speaker in June was with the Kansas and Gas and Oil, and he gave a great presentation on the oil wells specific to Miami County, how deep they were, blah, 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 blah.
He was really good.
A thrilling speaker, yeah. Of course, we hosted the Heartland Art Guild miniature art show, so we couldn't have a speaker because, you know, we're limited on space, and we had a whole bunch of miniature artwork on display and no room to put up chairs for our audience.
And that, they had art from all over the place, and that lasts a whole month, and that really brings a lot of people to the community. You know, we were shocked how many people each year come, and this year was a banner year for them. And, you know, just people come in, so then they go out and eat and stuff like that. So we're really happy to partner with them too. Great group.
Yes, we had artists from Europe, all over, yeah, and just a lot of
They
people.
mail them.
Yes.
Yeah, they mail their pictures in.
Another city or county event, I guess it's the county parade. We have pictures of Quantrell and Bullet Hole on there, Bullet Hole Ellis, who is probably related somewhere along the way to Leanne. And you know, yeah, do you know about Bullet Hole? I guess a little indentation, and the kids were just taken away, and of course Quantrell always gets a good laugh.
You have a picture of him on the wall in the museum, don't you?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, you're like looking at him, is he dead or alive?
Yeah. And that's what we had on the truck, and people couldn't see, I could see all of them. Yeah. Our third kids event, which was with Shanira McCoy, who is the Miami Nation 2022-24 Indian Princess, and we're so lucky to have her here in Paola. We're using her talents in many ways. We had 80 kids in all in those 3 events, which is a lot. And the parents, grandparents, volunteers, all of them joined that for that.
And talking about Shanera jumping off of her sheet, though, we were just at the middle school last week, and we really enjoyed that. And Mr. Doolittle's class, 7th grade class. So Jean Dagenet and Shanera did a talk, and very, very well receptive, and got so many questions and stuff like that. We really want to, they said, well, maybe you guys can come all day next year, you know, and so all the 7th grade could come instead of just one class. Would love to get to do that, and more things with all the schools and stuff.
August, we met with the chamber, of course, they're important partners of ours. And our speaker was on Quantrell. That was our largest audience ever, as you might imagine. We had a carload of 4 men from Lawrence come. It was very interesting. September, we joined in the Master Gardeners tour and manned the courthouse table there. We gave out a historical document that Vince Thorpe, our treasurer, had written on the history of the courthouse. And then in September, Wes Cole spoke about the Osawatomie Hospital. We had people who wanted more information and they want to come back, so another well-attended one. And here in your packet, if you talk about the going home, where we had some artifacts donated to the museum, and we realized that they really didn't fit for Miami County. So if you look here, here's the Kansas Reflector, which is an online newspaper, carried a wonderful article on our repatriation of these artifacts to the country of Peru.
And our local paper did a wonderful job. They came in, took lots of photos, Brian, and it was on Facebook and the internet. And so that was a really fun event. They were so thrilled to get those back. And one of the vessels was actually worth so much.
Priceless.
It was priceless, and it went back to Peru. She took all of these on the plane, on her lap, in a bag. I mean, she came, wrapped them up and everything. And so that was really neat. They were so excited to get those back. So
And we got good press, and you'll see the lady who read about it.
yeah,
You'll see there,
Email.
she said, yeah, in the email, she said, I've not heard of your little county museum, but you know, you did a great thing, and I'm now planning a family trip to see your museum. So all this helps, right?
Mhm.
And then the Potawatomi Trail of Death reenactment, we were sponsors of that, and we had Simple Simons join us, another community outreach for those who are helping us. And Republic, right here, they've been so supportive. And sometimes I'm late with fire, Brian always seems to get them in, I don't know how, but
Yeah, they did some rights or.
yeah, we had 18 Vince County history columns, and you can see the columns that he writes there on county history.
We appreciate that a lot, Brian.
Yeah, 19 museum outreach articles, 4 front page, 7 were front page, and 8 speaker announcements. And of course, we had traveling exhibits on Civil War money, women's suffrage, regional Native Americans, and of course, our Facebook has really taken off. 22% more followers, 4 times more posts. It's just in the last few months where we have a new person who's taken it over, and she's just doing terrific stuff. So here's what, now that was just through September, and we had some things we wanted to share with you, because this is happening this Saturday at 1 o'clock is our November speakers. And they are the same presentation that was given to Mr. Doolittle's class, basically. So Jean is going to talk about the Miami Indians in their resettlement here for the 20-some years that they were here in Kansas, get a little background of where they were in Indiana, and then coming here. And then Shanera is going to take over and talk about the culture and what's happening with Miami Nation now. And we also have another partnership going on with the Paola Library. So they had wanted to do something for Native American Month, and of course, who better than us? So this is the display that we,
And Shanera talking there too.
yeah, Shanera talked
Shanera
there.
will be over there at 4 o'clock on Friday the 17th, talking.
And then, kind of summing it up here, we've got Christmas coming. So we decided a forever tree of Miami County families would be great. So it will be donated ornaments from families, and they'll have their family name on it, like
Just make whatever you
Brandon
want.
or House. Yeah.
Yeah, just make one and bring it and put it on the tree. We'll be, we're open Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, some Saturdays. And, just come and put it on the tree. Actually, the day after Thanksgiving, about 3 o'clock, we're gonna have an open house so where people can come decorate the, trees, bring their ornaments, just, we'll have trees out and decorations. They can help us do that, and then we can walk up to the, tree lighting.
Because you all are helping turn the bridge.
Yes,
Yes.
we're so excited.
Yes, we did.
I wanted to do that.
Say that in the last article to Brian, but I didn't know if it was public or not.
Yeah.
That article, well, it's too late now, the paper's already printing.
So we'll have apple cider after that, tree lighting. Everybody can come back to the museum for a few hours, and we'll have,
Apple cider donuts, and apple cider, and if you don't have your family ornament in time, well, just come
Just
back
bring it in,
anytime in
yeah.
December and go out into the tree.
Yes,
Very good.
thank
You guys are doing some good things there.
you.
We're proud.
Thank you.
It's exciting.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Moving on to old business. First, we need to, do the resolution declaring the property surplus.
So that's the order, we'll have to do that. So prior to selling the property, it has to be, the building and the adjacent land with the settlement basement must be declared as surplus property. In order to declare it as surplus, you must adopt a resolution which details the reasoning for the declaration. And you'll see in the attached draft, it has, when the water plant was running, the legal descriptions, they're both in there for both properties. And then how we have not needed that property since 2009, and it's only been used for a little storage for Christmas decorations, but we do not need that any longer, and we can go ahead and sell that.
Any questions on the resolution? Is there a motion on the resolution?
I move to approve resolution number 2023-019, declaring property at 201 Waterworks Road and adjacent settlement basin as surplus property.
Second.
Smale,
Aye.
Case.
Aye.
Shields.
Aye.
All right, motion passed. Next, the old water treatment plant bid selection.
Yes, ma'am. So I know we went over this at work study, but just to touch base, at the September 12th Palo City Council meeting, the council decided to set the reserve for the properties at $35,000. The bid was posted for the water treatment plant in the Miami County Republic, and it was also open on Wednesday, October 4th. And bids closed November 7th, and they were opened at the work study meeting. So we opened them and we read the narratives and we verified that they have all had the required paperwork, both of them. So there were two submissions, their narratives and their bid proposals are attached for your viewing, additional reviewing. So the council has some options. They can select one of the proposed bids. They can reject all the bids and hold another sale, or reject all the bids and hold on to it until we decide what to do for further. I do want to say that also it says in all of our bid documents that it shall be the sole determination of the Palo City Council to which bid is most acceptable and responsive. The city reserves the right to accept any bid, reject any bid, and hold another sale by public auction or sealed bid, or may waive any irregularities for any reason or no reason at all. So it is up to the council's discretion on who they feel is the best future owner of the property.
I will stick my neck out here first. So I know there's a little bit of a financial difference. When I was looking at the bids, first of all, Luke is here if anybody has questions. So that's one pro, I would say. And it's nothing against the other bid. I just think overall for city benefit and for the neighborhood's sake, his is a better offer in that I have traffic concerns with the other bid, and that neighborhood has been very outspoken about traffic in the past. So that concerns me. I also liked how he was involving potentially some Boy Scout things and has a brush disposal, which may help Kirk, because people won't put in where grass goes. I know that the services that he offers are needed here, and he's local also. So I know I don't have a vote per se, but even if it was completely blind and I didn't know who they were, I would still like his better. And he's familiar with planning commission rules and regs, and that's a big plus. That's a big plus.
Very true.
I would concur with the mayor on that. And that is my district, and I have visited with those people, not about this issue, but when there was an asphalt plant recycling going out there, they expressed what they would like out there and what they wouldn't. And I think Mr. DeGrand's would be the better option, even though it's a lower amount.
I'll say, we agreed what the opening bid was gonna be. So to me, to say, I would almost be greedy to say, well, we said this would be enough. And then we have this bid and say, all of a sudden, now it's not. So to me, it wasn't about that. I liked what I read, about involving the community. I liked what I read about, probably the last part, while some may view this property dead and useless, we feel revitalizing a property was deemed surplus. Because I feel like in a community that's like this size, it's got so much strong character down there and so much history, and I just, I appreciated that a lot.
You guys have any questions for Luke since he's here?
Do you, in your mind's eye, are you ready to like jump in and get going? Pretty
Yeah,
quick?
for the mulch and rock type part of it, I mean, I really need to have it up and going by early spring, because if I try to drag it on any farther, if I get into June, July, August,
Yeah,
and I buy tens of thousands of dollars of product and material, everybody's already done landscaping and everything else, so, I mean, my initial goal is to try to go for early spring,
perfect.
or else, I mean, it's not worth diving all that money in to just let it sit over here, so, yeah, I plan on right away.
Do you have any?
I agree with everybody, and I also like the fact that, they are going to refurbish the old, waterworks plant itself and use it and it's a historical site. So I'm glad to see that.
I just think overall it's just a better fit for down there.
For the ordinance sake, what was the bid for that? From Luke,
35,000.
35 even?
Mhm.
And whoever makes the motion, if you would add and authorize the mayor to make the necessary signatures, that'd be great.
And he's not my cousin. Again,
State it on record.
every time I'm like, I'm not gonna say it. Yeah, I'm saying it. Not related.
Granted, secret.
You say, and authorize the mayor to make. to sign.
Necessary signatures.
And authorized, what is it?
So you got it.
All right.
Okay.
All right, is there a motion?
I move to accept the bid from Luke DeGrand, and which is D4 Enterprises, to purchase property located at 201 Waterworks Road and adjacent settlement basin for the amount of $35,000 as presented. And
Authorize the necessary signatures.
and authorize the necessary signatures.
I'll second.
Snail,
Hi,
Hayes,
Aye.
Shields,
Aye.
All right, motion passed.
That's a little messy.
That's all right. Congratulations, Luke.
good luck.
We'll get with you with it.
I'm sure you will.
All right, next we have group health insurance, Ms. Vicky.
So as we discussed at work study, our new proposals actually are came in lower than what they'd originally told us. They proposed for 75%. They came in at basically 33. Broker gets them down to 22 and gave us an option to change our plan a little bit, which they're gonna force us to change it next year anyway. The biggest change is specialty drugs. We do have one person utilizing them. But our fear is we may have 2 or 3 next year. So we're going to suggest that we follow the broker's opinion and go with a 15%, 15.11% for our health insurance. The Delta has a slight increase of 2.74, which is minimal. And in case you don't remember, the city pays 78% of any plan that they choose, and the employees pay 22%. So our tobacco or nicotine users will continue to pay a higher premium because we do reward our non-tobacco users.
What percentage do you have now that smoke and don't smoke?
Actually, I am down to, I think, about 2 to 3.
Good.
So it's there. And last year I even presented, maybe we're going to do away with it. And it was a resounding from the department heads, no. So I think we're on the right track.
As a former smoker, I totally agree with you.
So anyway, so that's where we're at. Anybody have any questions?
Covered it pretty well last week. Mhm. All right, if there are no questions, is there a motion?
I move to approve the renewal with Blue Cross and Blue Shield, Delta Dental, Serenity, and MetLife as presented.
I'll second it.
Snail,
Hi,
Hayes,
Aye.
Shields,
Aye.
All right, motion passed.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vicky.
thank you, Vicky.
And are you talking about employee Christmas too, or is that Stephanie?
Team effort here.
Okay, so, after work study, we did discuss, Councilmember Smell had brought up wanting to maybe increase that a little bit to, $250. So we did look at the budget and our budget, can support the 250. So it would be full-time employees get the 250, part-time would get 125, and then the library aides would get $50. So it came to around $30,000. And we can cover that if you choose.
You're making sure everybody's taken care of before you leave.
How much was the total?
30,000.
Yeah,
It's in full, right there.
I would be very pleased to make the motion to approve a Christmas gift of $250 for full-time, $125 for part-time, and $50 for aides to be processed through the payroll system.
I second.
Smale,
Aye.
Hayes,
I,
Shields,
Aye.
Motion passed. Thank you. I'm sure
I
they'll
will say
appreciate
on
it.
behalf of employees, thank you.
yes, very appreciated.
All right. Consider changes to pet registrations, and this is an ordinance.
Yeah, so as we discussed, I looked back, I went all the way back to 1901 to see if I can find when we originally adopted the pet tax. I stopped at 1901. Because it was just forever there. It was.
Yeah.
So we don't know.
we'll never know.
So it increased to $5 in 1927, and they're not waiting for it, it's $5. So. I feel like I'm erasing, like I feel bad about this now. But so the process is time consuming for the ladies up front. People need to bring in their registrations. They, a lot of times don't have the correct information, so it requires another visit back. A lot of people think it relies on the vaccination, but it really doesn't. So people come in September and only have their dog legal for 3 months. When the animal is picked up, they are charged for a tag, and a lot of times they don't come in and follow through with that anyways. So for identification purposes, places like Regina's Rescue will do free microchipping, so that won't be by the city tag anymore. The owner can still be ticketed because to get a city tag, you still have to have a vaccination. So as long as they have the vaccination, if not, they can get a ticket. As you can see, we don't have that many dogs apparently, or cats that live in Paola.
No.
So it's not, we will not be losing a lot of revenue if we do get rid of it.
How many dogs do we have officially?
I looked up, we have, so far is 118 dogs.
118 dogs.
15 cats.
Yes.
Oh, there's, well, I know what those are.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we, the revenue was about $1,200, but it cost us $170 just to order the tags.
Oh, yeah.
So Chief Corbin, I asked him if we could get rid of these, and they thought it would be fine if we did. So if you choose, I did rewrite the whole dog and cat ordinance, whatever was important in the cat, for cats were separate. So whatever was important for me, cats, I put it in dog and cat registration. So hopefully that's all there and you were able to look that over. If anything needs to change, please just let me know.
And this doesn't do away with the fact that an individual should have their dog or cat shot, that gets shots,
Correct.
immunizations.
Yes,
Okay.
that would still be required.
Yeah.
This won't have the city tax to go along with
Yeah.
the rabies vaccine.
Yeah. We'll get that too.
All right. It's one of those things that probably needed looked at a while ago.
A long
Like,
time.
to go on.
I brought it up 3 years
A
ago.
little overdue. Any other questions on that?
I move to adopt ordinance number 3215, removing the annual pet registration requirement and tax from the Paola City Code effective January 1, 2024.
Second.
Smale,
Aye.
Hayes,
Aye.
Shields,
Aye.
All right, thank you. Motion passed. Pool age policy update.
Yes, so currently we have 3 options for season passes: an individual pass, a senior citizen pass, and a family pass. In order to get a family pass, you have to have an adult, and we require someone 18 and older to be on at least one on the pass, and the rest can be younger. We're asking to lower the age from 18 to 13. That is largely because our pool regulations only require children to be 8 years to be dropped off by themselves at the pool. So we thought that it would make sense to have a 13-year-old rather than an 18-year-old. We have a lot of requests that come in for babysitters to be on the pass with the family instead of the adults, because they're the ones taking the kids to the pool. And unfortunately, our girls downstairs have to tell them no a lot. So this will help with that a lot. So the girls downstairs are very in favor of it as well. So in summary, the staff is proposing to lower the age requirement for the family pass from 18 to 13. And the fee structure will not change, it'll be remain the same.
Do you think, I know it's not probably a big deal, but do you think that we need to rename that? Like, do you think people get confused about who can get a family pass?
It's called a group pass.
Group pass?
Group pass.
Not that it's a big deal, but
And maybe that's how we refer to it when people call.
a group pass.
Group pass, yeah. We'll just officially change the name.
Yeah.
That's why it came out so easy. We call it group pass.
Group pass.
Group pass.
That's the only question I had about it.
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, I think so too. Any other questions on it? If not, is there a motion?
I move to lower the required age for a family pool pass to 13 years of age from 18 years of age.
I'll second.
Snail,
Aye.
Case,
Aye.
Shields,
Aye.
Motion passed. Thank you. I'm sure there's some people that are really gonna appreciate that. All right, on to staff reports. Chief Horton, you have anything?
No, I would like to say, on behalf of the PD, we appreciate the $250 for the gift cards, because those guys will really appreciate that.
Very good. Kirk?
I'd like to say thank you too for that and the boot allowance that you guys got there. They all appreciate that.
Jessica?
I guess I'll reiterate both of the thank yous. But we also, the VA clinic permit was approved. We are about to issue 4 new home permits for the year, or for this month, sorry. And then, planning commission meets tomorrow instead of next week, and they will reconsider the mobile home park CUP.
The Miami County Economic Climate Report came out today, and I always think that's so interesting with permits and stuff. So we're not like, we're doing good. So.
We're steady.
We are, and I'm good with that.
Yeah, it was, we didn't issue any new home permits in October, so it's nice to see 4 go out in November.
Yeah,
Any estimation when the VA will break ground?
They are itching to get started immediately,
good.
so.
Randy?
All right, hang on to your hats, I got like 5.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so the Palo Recreation Board appointment that is city approved is up for reappointment for 2024. So we are posting it on our Facebook. This is for people that can apply. And then they're going to be due at our work study session. And then we will have the official appointment at our next December meeting. Hoop Nannies and Cowboys will be at the Palo Community Center. So if you'd like to have a nice little local concert, please come down. Tickets are sold at the door. We will be there taking tickets. Logan will be taking tickets for us. So
Nice.
come to Logan. 115 West Wea. Stephanie and I sat in a meeting with Rick Zingrey today. He and Barney are about halfway down the plans. He came in to get some more specifics on where do you want this door? What do you want upstairs? What structural do you want downstairs? We're making headway on those. We had a pool meeting this week to go over where they are at currently. They had demoed demoed the back house, but they didn't tear it down. They just took what was inside down. That sounds really bad. And they're just replacing the fixtures and repainting. But when you walk through, there's no doors or windows, and it is very open. It looks so big. Sherry came in and she was excited. So that makes my heart happy because she is the lifeblood of the pool. November 20th, the Christmas tree on the square is going to get decorated. So we're excited about that. And lastly, please don't forget, if you are in town, November 28th at 11 o'clock is Chief Phillips' ceremony at the Miami County Memorial. And then there will be a reception to follow at the fire department. And I'm done.
On that rec appointment, you said it's one position?
Yes.
That's open?
Yes.
So if it's someone that's on now, they can reapply if they want to stay on?
Absolutely. I was gonna have you, I have heard that they would like to stay on, but I was gonna have you reach out to them to be official.
Who
Oh,
is
okay.
it, who is it that's,
Aaron Nicholson is our current appointment,
Okay,
but we're trying to be the same as the school and they opened theirs, so we're
That's what
just
we're
trying to
gonna do.
keep continuity between.
okay,
what we're
yep, that makes sense. All right. That's it? Dave,
Nothing.
Debbie?
Is there a date set? I think I saw it somewhere and I didn't retain it, for when the police officers walk the kids through Walmart for Christmas.
Shop with the cop?
Yes, that.
I believe it's December 19th.
And I reached out to First Option to say thank you because they met a funding gap this year.
Yeah, I saw that too. So do we go and wrap presents? I missed that thing last year.
Oh, you can volunteer to wrap presents, but you don't have to,
Right.
but if you'd like to. It was fun. We, City Hall, we like to interject ourselves so we can remember.
We have a time, because I mean, I might have to leave school early.
I can get those details from him, and I'll send them to you this Friday.
I came last year, it was fun.
I know. I'm
Mainly to keep an eye on my neighbor.
I won't be wrapping presents. You wouldn't want a present that I wrapped anyway.
You can put them in bags, it's fine.
I could do that.
where do they do that?
Right here.
Here, right here.
Yeah.
Okay. And they have, it's really cool to see who the kids pick gifts out for, because they don't have any rules about that. do they?
Right now, no.
And most of them don't buy anything for themselves, maybe something small.
Yep.
There's
Most
a
of them
lot of
are all
Nerf guns for
family.
themselves last year.
Somebody did,
Yeah, well, a lot of Nerf guns.
that's probably one of my kids with them.
It's really cute to see them buy for grandma and grandpa.
Yeah, it is, very sweet.
Yeah.
Leanne, do you have anything?
Nope.
Okay. I don't think I have anything. No, I had to check my notes. Oh, anything. If anybody's in town, the day after Thanksgiving, come join us on the square. With the lighting. So, yeah. Yep, that's all I have. Your motion to adjourn?
Make a motion to adjourn.
We don't wanna go. A second.
Graham,
Aye.
Hayes,
Aye.
Stevens.
Aye.
All right.